Hello everyone, today I am going to be working on my tail light assembly. The LED lights here burned out, and I found out it was because water was seeping in through here and all this was filled with water. So it shorted out the LED lights. Now down here you have the backup lights and the turn signal lights, and those are two bulbs which are easily replaced. But unfortunately the LED lights cannot be replaced. You have to remove the whole tail light assembly and replace it with another one. You could either go to online and buy a used one, which will cost you anywhere between $170 and up, or you could go to an auto salvage yard and get a cheaper one. This replacement you could use for a 2005, 2006, and 2007 Mercury Montego. The same rules apply. So I went to a salvage yard and I got this for $25. I checked to make sure that it wasn't cracked, that there was no water in it, and that it had all the wiring. So this is the part that I'm going to be installing when I take out the other one. It's really easy to take out and put in. If it was just the backup lights, like the turn signals, let's see, this is the light for the turn signal, and the way you change that is you twist this, twist it, pull it out, and there's your bulb. And then the bulb, you just pull that out and replace it with a new one. You could get these bulbs at your auto supply store or buy them online. You could use these numbers here. So that's the turn signal, and it goes back in the same way. These are little tabs that you have to find. Right there. You have to align the tabs. You take the other one out the same way. You just turn it and pull it out, and there's the other little light bulb, the little light bulb there, and you just replace that. You pull it out and replace it with a new one. Put it back in there, align the little tabs, twist and lock it back inside. And the harnesses will be connected to what's back here. Now this is really easy to take out. Some people go ahead and remove this whole back panel. I'm not going to do that. There's no need to do that. If you want to do that, you could just remove this here. Turn it and pop this out. But all I have to do is just pull this out. And you could get to the back here. Now, here's one of the connectors, and you press the connectors and pull out. There you go. And that disconnects the existing assembly. And then you're just going to get an 11 millimeter socket and remove this here, this one, and there's another one back. There's three of them right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and you just unscrew that, and you're going to pull out this whole section. Okay, very easy. It just pops out. Okay, one thing I want to mention, I want to give you a couple of tips. When you remove these nuts, there's a little gasket, but it's all broken up. So what you can do is get yourself a gasket, cut a round piece to it to replace it, and then you're going to place it on the screws that you removed. Well, it's not the screw, it's a nut. So you're going to replace it here, and you can make 3 of these to replace the ones that came originally that got broken up. And another tip I want to give you is, since you don't want the chances of getting water in these, what you can do is, first of all, test it. Connect this piece here to where you remove the other one, and test it. Turn your car on, put your signals on, put your brakes on, put your backlights on, make sure that it's working before you place it on the car. And the other tip I want to give you is get yourself some silicone caulk and caulk around the whole entire perimeter of the assembly, all the way around, all the way to the down on the bottom. And that way you don't have that possibility of water getting in there and ruining the LED lights, because sometimes these are hard to get by and they're expensive. So test it, and before you put it in the car, caulk it. Okay, now that I removed all the nuts from the 3 places, I'm just going to pull this out, and it's really easy. It comes out. You could either push it from the inside, just pull it out. There you go. And right here, since you're already disconnected from the connector inside, you could pull this out. Remember, you need to disconnect it before you start pulling this thing out. Now the other one is ready to go in, and you just do the same thing. You place the other one in here, put the wires, the harness right through here, connect it here, and put the 3 nuts back in here. The screws will be coming through out through these holes, and you just put the nuts back on and tighten it up, and then all you do is slip these things right behind the plastic here, and you're all set. I don't know if you can see it. The LED lights work. Woo-hoo. And I'm going to try to check the signals. I don't have somebody else here to help me out, so I'm going to check the other 2 bulbs on the bottom to see if they're working. If they're not, the bulbs on these are still good, so I'll just swap them or buy new ones. Turn signals work. I can't do the backup because I'll run over myself, so I'm going to check that other little light bulb later on. Okay, I threaded the harness through a hole. Okay, push the new replacement in, added the new gaskets, and now we're just going to tighten everything up, and we are done.